Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Handmade by Ying with Donna. Today is October the 13th, 12 o'clock p.m., and I have Courtney with me today. I'm going to lag in talking just a little bit to give everybody a chance to realize that we are live. Our computer system had crashed, and Joe has got it all reset and rebooted. And hold on, I'm trying to get everything shut down on this end. That way I'll be able to see what's going on. So our computer took on some kind of a Trojan virus and crashed everything. So from setup to moving forward, Joe's had the system totally dismantled all over the place here in this sewing space and tracked it down, got rid of it. Thank God he knows what he's doing. That's why he's the tech guy. And the system's been scrubbed and reset. So with that being said, we're sorry. We're very happy to say that we're back up and running. You won't have to deal with any of the lives from my cell phone per se, but we were trying to keep things moving along and keep them busy. So I'm going to slip into the chat just a second after Courtney tells y'all hello.
Hi, everybody. Well, I'm laughing at Joe when he commented in there.
Oh, let me see what he said. Happy to say we are back up and running. I've eliminated the backdoor Trojan virus, some kind, and considerate hackers shared with us. Would be nice to know an address so that I can return to sender. God love this man, you know? He's got an amazing sense of humor. He could have been throwing fits and been upset with it, you know what I'm saying? But when you think you know where it's coming from, you just gotta laugh at the stupidity of some people. Thank you, Freddie, for subscribing. So, you know, people's gonna play their silly games, but you know, we can hit return to sender and it's all good. So with that being said, Sandra K, hello and welcome. Delia, hello, sweetheart, and welcome, Amy. And everybody else can watch it on the replay, but I got a lot of goodness to share with you before we ever kick this off, and that'll give a few people a chance to hop on with us. I haven't really been able to give you the rundown on a lot of stuff, and I've been trying to do it from my cell, which everybody knows I'm not tech savvy, so Joe's gonna clean up those little videos I attempted and see what he can do to fix them and make them look a little bit better. But you got the gist of it. Things kept moving on my end, and we had to take it to the living room. And the puppy took the phone across the living room. She decided she wanted the phone more than I did. So you got real raw video feed there. So for us, it was kind of funny. I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. Because what are you going to say? She put her face down and took the phone. So you'll see a couple seconds of the ceiling and whatever. Yeah, she's attention-seeking behavior lately. Anytime she hears I'm on a live, she's got to be front and center. I don't know what's going on with this little pup. But anyway, I'm going to hit a few important dates with you before we ever move forward today. I've got an amazing interview that's set, and that is for Monday. I am interviewing Chris O'Neill, and that's one you're definitely not going to want to miss. Not that you want to miss any of them, because there's always such great goodness, but she is fascinating. We're trying to work out a couple little logistics behind the scenes to bring you a little bit of extra goodness. So hang tight on that one. You're definitely going to love it. Let me see. You got the car now that invaded this space. You have no clue, baby, no clue. Let me see. Then the following week on the 24th, I have Adam Sews. So I'll meet with him prior and we'll do a little bit of talking. I have the interview, not the interviews, the storylines going out for the entire month of October on the breast cancer awareness. And I want to tell you all, I greatly appreciate your input on those. It's touching the lives of a lot of people, and it means the world. They are amazing. Shelley Clark, hello and good morning. Let me see what else I have. People's asking me to bring back the hacks of the week. So that will start back up. I'm really inundated with playing catch up now and some things here in the sewing space. So I'm not going to do that in October, but starting in November, we're going to bring those back full force for you. I have a lot of goodness to share on those. The Wonderland is going to continue until we finish that project, and then we'll kick into another one if everybody would like that. Project Dress a Girl. I am going to video how to lay out the pattern, what pattern I'm using, and then we're going to just shoot those up as pre-records. But when I actually sew the dresses, they will be live. But there's a little bit of a process that would take a little bit of extra time showing you how to do the cutout. So I really want to take my time and have Joe do some edits to those videos, and they'll be coming out. Let me see. I do have the Midnight Sew scheduled for this Saturday at midnight, which is technically Sunday, so I don't want to confuse anyone. And let me see, I'll go back to doing the weeks in review because I've missed that quite a bit. And I've been asked when I'll be interviewing Mary at Project Dress a Girl. Her name is Mary DeJesus. How amazing of a name is that? She is scheduled, locked in for November the 14th. So she's going to have a wealth of information for all of us. And I would ask that anybody join us in that chat. It's going to be a sit and chat. She's going to fill us in on all the goodness of this project. So you can ask about dressing a girl. You can ask her any kinds of questions. I am also, I'm lost train of thought. The bags that we had done, the organization has reached back out and asked me if I would still be interested in doing those. And yes, I am. So I'll definitely be moving forward with that project as well. And I believe I've got that on my books for February. So we'll be doing the sew bag. And that's going to be an amazing thing. Everybody knows that we just love to give back. And that's what Joe and I dedicated our channel to. With that being said, I have an amazing lady that mailed me an awesome gift, and I neglected, with all the kerfuffle with our system going down, to thank her properly. So Monica Marks, I know she's not in the chat right now, but she knows I'm a breast cancer survivor, and she knows how much I support this in October. So with that being said, she took it upon herself and sent me some awesome goodness. So I'm going to show you what she sent me. It's a support group cross stitch. And I believe this is from, let me see, Kimberly Jolly over at the Fat Quarter Shop. Now, is that not sweet of this lady? All the threads included. And it also comes with a support group floss holder. Now, I think that was pretty stinking awesome. Then on top of that, you need to slip over to Sew Becca's channel because she's doing the bra sew up. And she's got her bras I think she's on week 2 of showcasing those. But when you check into her videos, you're going to see the bra quilt behind her. I'm also going to be working on getting that up on my end as well. I just got my fabric late last night, and I haven't even touched it. So that's just some more goodness coming from our channel to everybody else. But seriously, check out Sew Becca because she's got amazing content, and what she's got showing over there, it's just amazing. She sent me this amazing quilt he signed, and it was sent by Mary, the Crafty Panda, via Becca. And she has been graciously thanked. I dearly love anything blues, any kind of sea blue. And people's been asking me what my favorite color is. Anything to do with the ocean. That seafoam greens, the blues, everything. I just love anything. But the month of October, we look like Pepto Pink here. And that's okay. If it raises awareness for just one person, I am honored and pleased to say that I've had 6, and that's pretty good numbers. Reach out to me personally and say, thank you for pushing this, because we've gotten our mammogram and it showed something. Early detection is the key. So I'm just thankful and blessed that we've been able to push out that information and help a few people. Let me see. I'm going to make sure I'm not missing anything. Joe Crafty Panda doesn't have a channel, the one I'm talking about. So you can take that one down. You didn't know. It's okay. Yeah, she's on the list, but that's a crafty person. That's not who I'm talking about. And let me see what else. I've been asked to do the flange binding. I'm going to do that in a tutorial, but I'll also do that on a live. So I have my fabric here ready to do that. I'm going to pick which color I want to add to that. So that's a video that'll be coming up and out. Let me see, what else am I forgetting? Oh, the quilt's behind me. They made it home. I'm not sure if you got to see all the goodness from my cell phone. So I'm going to take a second of your time today and hold it up and just give you a look, see at these. I'm telling you what, the work is stellar. I couldn't be more pleased. So the best way I can do it is show you all the goodness. So the first one here is my Bargello. And I'm trying to move my chair back a little bit. We've got a heavy rainstorm here today, and it's got my spine acting a mess. But this is the backing that we picked for the back. And I didn't get to show that. I know. I'm just trying to hold it up. Now, is that backing not perfect for this quilt? Peekaboo. And then let me flip it around. Now you'll get the good movement of it. And I'll be showing this. I know, honey. He's telling me which camera. It's quite heavy. Can you see it?
Yep.
I can't even get it up off the ground. But
Yes, she does.
I can't see any of the comments. Babe, can you lay this on the long arm for me? And then I'll get the other one.
God,
I know it's quite heavy. And then
how in the world did that little redhead ever pack it up and get it in the box and take the food from?
I have not a clue. He says, how did little red do that? Donna, do you have a long arm? Yes, I do. My husband got me a long arm and I dearly love her. I call her Little Rose. My mom's favorite flower was a rose. But sometimes you just send out that one special project. I sent this one to Courtney before I got my long arm, and she's been quite busy. And this one is my Cherokee quilt, and this is my family heritage. I can't open it all the way up because I just don't have the space for it, but it's quite large. And I'm trying to see if I can show any of the quilting. Joe's going to try to zoom in a little bit, I believe. Okay, he's tried, but he can't.
But we can see it.
Yeah, now you can see it, he said. There it is. That's what I'm doing. But look at the movement in that. Do you want to tell us anything about this quilting, Courtney?
I did the feathers freehand. I do not have a ruler for feathers. I did the squares with a curve inside. And then I made the lines in the where the arrows are pointing at each other so that kind of still keep it going. And most of it, I have some ruler, but most of it is pretty much free motion quilting.
And
it took me a bit to see, and I did help her get the rest of her backing.
And
there's an embroidery label on the up by you.
I'm trying to find it.
I also did the embroidery label by using the same fabric so that it can blend in with it.
Let me see if I can get that up here
Colors.
so they can see the label. I couldn't show it last night. Quilted by Handmade by Ying. Buttercup, my pup is trying to take it across the floor.
Buttercup, stop, please.
And this quilt's dedicated to my mother. Get out of there, Butter. You're gonna have to get her or the quilt. Save the quilt. This puppy, can I have my seat back? Are you going live today? I'm telling you, she's full of herself. Here, Joseph, take this job.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm telling you, that pup is full of vinegar. Since Becca got her pup, this one's acting up. I think it wants to get down there and play.
Yeah.
When I get to
Also
talk,
hand-minded.
I was trying to show that, but the pup took the show. She just wanted it, you know?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's crazy around here. You never know what you're going to get. So in talking to Becca and Beth, I'm going to be going live on, it's going to kick off on the 28th of October, the Lion Quilt. We've had a lot of people asking us when we're going to be doing that. So we had to put it on the back burner. My life got a little bit hectic and crazy for a bit. And it's called life. Life happens. Customer quilts, business, and things like that. So we put it on the back burner, but Courtney and I have talked, and the way I'm going to do this is 10 o'clock every Friday night. Becca's going to go off and I'm going to be coming on. I know Beth is going to be live as well. And it's okay. Watch Beth, watch me. It's okay either way. There's always the replay. But if you are sewing along with us, I'd like you to send me an email or a text message or say something in the chat. You don't have to come on to a Zoom. This is just going to be a Courtney, join me when she can. I'm going to be on. Courtney's always going to be on or available that you can ask questions along the way. This one, this is the pattern we're going to kick it off with. So we're going to start here. Courtney has some of hers already done.
Yeah.
And she put hers on the back burner until we could all get started. So with that being said, I highly recommend, I dropped the link in my community tab. Amazon still has the patterns and you can have it in time to get started with us. But what I did was follow the directions and I took a little swatch of all my fabric and stuck it to it, because even though I have my bags labeled and marked, things do happen. So you can lay them down and just make sure your colors are correct. The pattern comes like this. Everything's labeled. Everything has a little design on the inside of it. And on this side, when you're doing FPP with it, it color codes, like say it's the cherries and you're doing the cherry on the inside. So you're going to go from there and the cherry design is going to tell you what color. So you're going to refer to your card, and your card is going to be your Bible per se. So we are definitely kicking this off starting on the 28th. If you still need the pattern, slip over to my community tab and you'll be able to order it. I did put my Amazon link in there to assist anybody that needs help with that. Amazon had 11 of them left this morning. Hello, Teresa Louise, honey, and welcome. Project Dress a Girl, we've covered. Making sure I haven't forgot anything. I've told you about the flange binding, told you about the interview for the dresses. Some people's been reaching out, asking me if they want to mail fabric for the dresses. You feel free. You are welcome to mail me fabric for the dresses. Delia has mailed me fabric and Beth has. So now I have enough for 7 dresses, possibly 8, depending upon the size dresses that I make. And I've committed to doing 12 dresses, but I know I'm going to be able to do more than that. I believe it's So Terry has the label, so I'm going to have to reach out to her because it's important to keep the predators away from these girls, to put the label dead center of the chest. That way they know that these girls are children of God. Stay away from them. So I need the link, and I'll be talking to Mary about how to get that. So a lot of mouthfuls out there today, a lot of catching up. As you can tell, we haven't got a chance to play catch up with y'all. So my pink quilt back here is the Wonderland quilt that we are doing. I've also, Courtney's got her pink one behind her. That's the one that she's actively working on now. And I also did this in the Christmas colors because I've been asked, what's it going to look like in Christmas colors? So it is not quilted. It's just pieced. So I think I've just about talked everybody's leg off for a full 20 minutes. So let me get this. Let me slide past the puppy mill and get this hung back up because I don't want to have to iron it again before I long arm it. So with all of that goodness being said, I think I've covered everything. If I've missed anything, please ask. If I can't answer it, Courtney can.
Yeah.
Or I'll circle back to it. Well, I've been for today's work. And how far are you, Courtney?
Just that row right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna line up the next row so I can make sure it's correct.
All right. So what I always do is, even on my patterns, I'll pull it up and show you. Maybe you can see it. I always number my rows down the side. I think Courtney does the same. That way, when you're laying your rows out,
Yeah.
We've all made the HSTs. The HSTs are now joined to
The
the
rectangle.
bottom section. The bottom section is joined to section 3, fabric 3 per se. This is what it'll look like once it's all together in whatever colors you guys have chosen to use. So with that being said, I do have one row, and what I do is I label my rows. That way, as I lay them out, I'm not going to get all kerfuffled. This is the fabric line that I'm using this time. I wanted kind of like a country quilt for in the living room.
It's very good.
So this is row 1 pieced together. And then I've got all my other rows set up to piece together. And the goal is today, see how far we can get. I was hoping we would be able to streamline and get a little bit further along. Got to run. I'm glad I made it in for the updates. Thanks for sharing and have an awesome sewing time. Thank you for joining, Amy. So let's get the sewing. So what I do is I always pre-pin. I always label my first block on whatever row I'm working on. And this is going to be row 2, and I've already got them laid out in sequence of the way that I'm going to do them. I do back tack in when I start because these do have a habit of when you're joining your rows, you want to make sure that they're in. And they'll nest really well. Row 1, I press to the left. Row 2, I'm going to go, wait a minute, row 1, always go to the right. Row 2, I go to the left, and then I just alternate. And when we do that, they all join in really nice. And it really helps you so that you're not getting confused on which row when you've joined these 4 pieces to have one of them marked so you get your rows lined up. And then you just make your sandwich. And I'm not worried about this center seam at this time, just this corner. And then you want to make sure that this one is lined up because you've got your windmill per se that has to show here. So you're going to repin here and make sure that lines up. And then you're going to pin at the bottom as well because you don't want that to be askew. Hello everyone. Wait a minute. Hello everyone. I was listening in the car on interview and wanted to respond, but couldn't. Yay, Adam says that's going to be a great interview. Yes, it is. He's a hoot. It's going to be a lot of goodness coming. My November schedule is just as amazing as my October. Each month they keep getting just better and better. So I just can't wait to see the sky's the limit.
I have a question for you, Donna. Do you mind I show your label to them?
I couldn't hear you.
Do you mind that I show your label to them so that they can see what I've designed for you?
No, go ahead.
So I've been working on, I helped her fix, she wanted her design fixed a little bit, but I helped her. And I've been working on it for the last couple days. And here's it's looking. But I will be getting a video out soon to make sure you guys be able to see how to do that. So I hope you like this look of it.
Absolute. And then I'll show you what Delia come up with as well. Because I need tons of labels. I put out a whole lot. So hold that one up. Everybody that knows me knows it's all about the heart. So both girls, without telling them exact colors or anything. Now, do these ladies not know me? They're both beautiful. So I'm just like in love. I love them all. So tuck this back in and move straight along. And I just love everything. So now I've got row 1's on it. I'm going to marry row 1 to row 2. So what I do, I'm not sure how anybody else does it, is I just lay it on top of each other and fold it down. That way you're not getting your rows messed up. The space here is of a premium on this, but I always start dead center. And now that I know I have these that have got to line up, I just stick the pin straight in. I don't want to lose my points. Points are everything, you know? And over here, I'll have another one. So you just pull it up and make sure everything's lining up. And you've got a seam here. You're going to have 5 seams, I believe, possibly 6, that you really want to make sure they line up. And then just bring it in and you're going to feel it nest. And this is an easy one to fit right in. And then just tie it in. And on this one, I would definitely stay true to your 1/4 inch. There's my two favorite ladies. Please you all pray for Terry along with cancer, now COVID. Oh no. I am so sorry, sweetheart. We definitely will be. Absolutely. Now see how this comes together. Really nice. I want to stand up and show you. I haven't pressed it out yet. But by pinning, you get that lined up really nice. So space, you know, is of a premium. So I'm going to just tack that up out of the way. So I've got those rows joined in, and then I'll press those down. I just want to streamline the sewing. Nancy, I'm so sorry, baby. I know that's a lot. So I'm pulling row 3 and 4. Sojourney, can you do me a favor? Can you email me the link that you used when you bought your labels for the girls' dresses? I would greatly appreciate it because I'm going to need to pick up probably 12 or 14 dress labels. Very pretty, Donna. Thank you, Dahlia. I need to get that knee lift that I have for this machine to get it down here. That would save me so much time. Got it hanging down in the bedroom. Just haven't hooked it on this machine yet. So that it was pressed this way, and then now I'm going this way. And then I'll definitely press them in here in a minute. But I just want to make sure my rows are going the right way. And then just join them right up. And I like these projects of the 3-yard quilts because you can honestly knock it out start to finish in a couple hours in a day if you're just working on this project. Courtney, that looks beautiful. Bring your bring it up closer to the camera. Do you see how the center is all lined up? It's really important with these quilts for this one in particular, because those little windmills, it just showcases them so pretty. So this one here, I'm going to push down on my lap, and then I'm going to bring row 4. Courtney, I love the colors you chose.
Okay.
Sandra, hello, sweetheart. I'm trying to remember. I thought I did. Somebody sent me labels and I wanted to thank them, but I wanted to also find out where they got them. And I thought it was you, Terry. I may be wrong. I mean, Tracy, I thought it was you, but I might be wrong, babe. And anybody that's coming in late, Project Dress a Girl, Mayor DeJesus is going to be on with me November the 14th, and she's going to talk a lot about that Project Dress a Girl, how you can get involved, what you can do to help, if that's something that you would want to do. So that's an interview that you're definitely going to want to tune in for. It's going to be amazing. And then the So Powerful, we're doing that again this year to where we can make those purses. Anybody that needs that pattern, reach out to me because I kept it from last year. The pattern's staying the same. And I can have Joe send that out to you via email. I'll show you how to cut them up and how to work them up. And they are just a fun project. And see how many we can come together as a group and get done. I think that would be amazing. Anytime we can give back to the life of others, I am all in. And they want you to follow the pattern. They don't want them tweaked because the goal is the fabrics can look different, but they want all the bags to be the same, whether it be the strap, the closure, whatever. They want them to all be uniform. That way no one feels someone got something different than them. And that makes sense. And I'm trying to reach out back to them and let them know that, yes, I am on board. I want to find out if any of my subscribers would like to join in on that. I think that would be a blast. And then a few fellow YouTubers, if they would like to join in. And just see how many we can do between now and then. And what a amazing shipment that would be. And it's really nice when they show how they're presenting these to these ladies. I'm telling you what, it's just, it'll bring tears to your eyes. Just knowing that you're giving back and changing the life of just one. Nope, sorry. I would certainly do so if I had known which ones they were though. It's okay, I'm just trying to find them. And thank you all for the prayers. Absolutely. Nancy, anything that you need, please let us know. Not that we can do a whole lot, but we'll do our best. And I believe prayers is the main thing right now. Just a little. Thought I lost Bob and Chicken for a second. Gotta go get busy in the basement. Got stuff to do. See you later, everyone. Absolutely, doll. And thank you for hopping on with us for a bit. Greatly appreciated, sweetheart. I like to finger press these down in, then I'll press it all, give it a good starch, and after I join everything together. And then all you do is take your first two and just lay them right on top. And I like to make sure my seams are lined up here as well. And with finger pressing them left to right, it makes it nest really amazing. How's it going, Court?
It's going.
It's going. Don't sound so happy.
Maybe one row short.
It's okay. You know, you do what you can do, Bill. How many did you cut for?
I thought I cut for enough, but I probably ran out of the pink fabric.
And it is what it is. Just be a row short. It could be a wall hanging. Or you can put a bigger
For
border.
someone.
Do what, baby?
This one's for someone.
Okay. Can you get that fabric again?
No, I don't know where I got it.
Oh, I remember. Sorry, ATF. Getting hubby ready. That's okay, sweetheart. You go enjoy your hunting season. I love you and miss ya.
Yeah. I can add a bunch of borders.
That'll build it out, babe.
But I think I'm going to probably do this and I like a 5-inch border to make it
Yep.
a lot. Well,
That'll work.
now it has a lot. More. I got my third row on.
You what?
There's my third row on.
You're doing great, babes. It's gonna look beautiful. And like I said, these come together really fast, really easy. And I really like these 3-yard quilt projects. How about you, Court?
I do too. Because they also make perfect Christmas presents.
Yep. Just, I know what I've got here and they're going out for Christmas presents.
I'm considering if we keep this up, I want to try and get a couple other books and make some, find some fabrics that each kid loves.
Right. Yeah, the goal is not if, I am keeping it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like putting if in there when I know this is a project that's going to move forward.
But there will be one. And next month, one day I will not be available.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason is I've been asked to sub in my daughter's school library because I know the system. on how to check the kids out without having to, and I got approved.
Right. And that's okay. We can move forward and,
And then I can come back and catch up.
yep.
Because once I'm done, I'll probably come home and get that caught up and work on other stuff.
Absolutely. Teamwork, babes. And just because it tells you a set size border, you do not need to do that size. You can up it. You can change these patterns to however suits your needs. And that's what I really like about them.
Like I didn't know that I was gonna be too short by the pink fabric. So I'm gonna take the pretty purple fabric here and turn it into a 5.5 inch border.
And now just wrap it. It'll look pretty. Do what, baby?
I'm okay.
I'm awful quiet.
Well,
Oh my goodness, I'm not talking enough, the old man's saying. Oh my goodness. He's saying you're too quiet. You're not talking enough.
oh, I was trying to fix the machine.
Oh no, he was saying I wasn't talking enough. Can you imagine that? Me not
You're
talking.
crazy.
I
He
was
was talking.
focused. I was focused on keeping my seams straight.
Yeah. And especially with our pinwheels, we want them perfect.
It's a girl thing. But anyway, have you been keeping up on your whips and UFO videos?
Not in a while, and I need to get back to doing my goal videos because
Yeah,
it helped me for a while.
right.
I think that's the other thing I need to start getting back into, and I think some of the people are missing that, and I don't know.
Yep.
And I would have loved to hear their comments or email, and I would have known if they were. But I think the goals thing would be a big, huge
Right. We learn what works and we learn what doesn't. And when you take it away, that's when you learn, hey, where'd this go? But yeah, I wasn't sure if they were liking the hacks, but they are, so I'm gonna bring them back.
Yeah. I know that I promised some videos of embroidering, but I'm going to get to that. And everybody will probably see mostly Donna's label going on a bunch of fabric because I'm trying to let the machines run. They're not running right now because I didn't want it to be so loud and noisy.
Makes sense to me. So Journeyella, sometimes concentration takes priority. I know, right? And I know I don't like to be in a chat where they're focused on what they're doing and not talking to you, but I wanted to get that one because I wasn't sure. It just didn't look right to me, so I was focusing on it. And normally I'm not quiet. I'm the chatty one of the bunch.
Yeah.
He's sitting here going, yup. Yo, Patty G. Hello, hello. I have missed you, my friends.
Hey, Patty.
I just love that name when she changed it. Yo,
Yeah.
Patty G. And then she was in a chat with me, and it was when I had the Soya Brothers one. And it was just darling. Tiago went, yo, Patty G. And I just started chuckling. I said, that's what I call her. It was just too sweet. So now row 15,988's done.
I'm putting on my 4th row. And then my 5th, and then I'm gonna add a border.
Yep, yep.
Since I don't have enough fabric of the pink to do the 6th row.
And that's okay. Tucker was hoping to say, yo, Patty G, and he thought it was cool. Absolutely. He cracks me up too. He's a good kid. It's hard to picture someone so young with so much experience. And I keep thinking of, wow, where is he going to be in another year and then another 5 years? It's mind blowing to watch him grow and develop as a quilter.
My family made purse wallets. So I'm the first generation to do quilting.
Oh, cool. What is a purse wallet? You're gonna have to fill me in.
It's like a checkbook holder.
Oh, cool. Is that the leather
They do,
stuff?
fabric that was already quilted on, and
Oh,
I
okay.
did it, but I've never seen them work on it. I think the last that they worked on it is before I was born.
Oh, wow.
My
I think that's
grandmother said that
awesome.
she's had the same wallet she's made.
Oh, cool. I think that's amazing.
I have the original machine and table.
Well, you know what's on the list. I'm gonna need a checkbook holder. I'm gonna need a wallet.
I am my next mission. Once everything settles down, I know there were a couple people who wanted a private Zoom with me on something that I've never done before,
What's that?
but I bought it.
I don't understand. You've got me
I'm
confused.
going to make a purse that will hold my cards, my keys, into the pink fabric.
I think that'll be pretty.
So
What, you've never made a bag before?
nope. It's a challenge.
Well, just read your pattern through front to back. Pre-cut everything. That way you don't get distracted.
I'm waiting until everything else is taken care of first.
Right. You got this. You can do it. You
Right.
can do it. Courtney, you can do it.
I know.
Joe's looking at me going, settle down. He wants me all hyper, and then he's telling me, settle down. Who's that guy, Rocky?
He just wants us to talk.
Rocky
Don't go
Balboa.
quiet.
He said, you can do it. Oh, I can't do that. That would be funny. He's going, how did you say that? Yo. Yo, Patty G. Joe's over here going, yo. I'm gonna have to watch that Rocky movie. Well, I don't want to watch all four because they beat up people. I just want to hear him when he says, you can do it. So now I gotta let my iron heat up because I just didn't plug it in. Move all of my pins back to their home. So who likes going to quilting retreats? And what do you get out of a quilting retreat that you like? Let's do 50 questions while I'm waiting on my iron to heat up.
Okay.
Has anybody in the chat ever went to a quilting retreat? And if you have, give me ideas of what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it, and what projects. Do you like it project-based or do you bring your own? I tell you what, I love the one I went to. Had a total blast. So I can take all my numbers off now because all my rows are married in.
There you go.
I think it looks quite nice. Very, very pretty.
Got one more row and then I will be done.
Irish Sail Lady, just lurking in the background and have to go back to work. You guys are having too much fun. Never been to a retreat because it's been too busy. Well, I understand that, babes. Honestly, I do. But they're fun. You meet a lot of people that you wouldn't meet in your normal life. I make it sound like you've got a prior life, you know? But I mean, it was a blast. I met people from the East Coast, the West Coast. I just had a blast. I love it. Have car, have hubby's credit card, we'll travel. Just saying. Shelley Clark, I like going to retreats that I can work on my own stuff. I don't need more projects. I like the company when sewing. Absolutely. There's always goodness. Always goodness. Quilting retreats are a little like bingo. Lots of women getting together, just sitting around chatting, huh? He needs to just go to timeout. He's full of vinegar today, I'm telling you. He has no clue. He doesn't have a clue. This girl right here went to a retreat, brought him all of her projects done, didn't leave a stone unturned, and learned a whole lot. The added bonus was making some amazing friends along the way. The instructors were quite nice. I was not disappointed. I learned a lot. And that's what you go for, to learn. Or you set up going to one that you can just sit and chat. And I'd be in for that too. Let me see. I do a retreat twice a year with all the ladies that we used to bowl together. That sew, and we take projects just like sew whatever we want, spend time together. It's a blast. Absolutely. I believe that it's a different world, you know? You get to meet so many people of different walks of life that are like-minded, that loves to sew, because my family, honestly, they don't mind me sewing, but I'm sure they get tired of me hearing, hey, look at this pattern. Do you think so-and-so would like it? Or they know when they open up their Christmas gifts, there's going to be something mom made. Our fall one is in 3 weeks. How cool is that?
I know it's not a retreat, but we get together twice a year, which I didn't get to last month. My mother-in-law, me, and a couple of cousins and her sister, we get together twice a year so that we could get away from, especially me and my mother-in-law like to get away from the kids when we can.
Oh,
And it's the only time I get to spend time with her.
that
Even
makes
with our cousins and my my mother-in-law's sister is there. But we get, sometimes when we're shopping, we go away from everybody and actually spend just the two of us.
oh.
She's the one that bought my vintage textures.
I'm not fond of pink, but I like what you've put together. I've been going to summer sewing camp with a few friends every year. Next summer will be our 20th year. How awesome is that?
Well, and we also talked about moving our retreat from Wichita up to Kansas City to see what's up there.
Right. Now, what is it, like a family get together and you just
Yeah,
spend
we have.
time?
So basically, we get together, but we can bring our own projects to work on, and then we can also spend some money on our projects.
Oh, okay.
We go to different quilt shops all over Kansas.
Oh, that would be neat.
Like Wichita, we go there, Wellington, Winfield, and all those
Oh,
areas.
okay.
Except for my mother-in-law drives all the time, so I'm like, okay, I get freedom from driving for a week.
Absolute. Won't bother you a bit.
Even though we both have vans.
Right. I just love adventures. The older I'm getting, the more adventures. I think life's meant to be lived.
At the same time, when we go to like dinners, I now take my great aunt and drive her to where, like, if we're going to a restaurant that's close by the hotel, I'll
Mhm.
drive her down there because she can't walk far.
Well, that's nice.
And then my mother-in-law was like, "You don't have to do that." I'm like, "It's one thing I can do." Oh,
Right.
she
It's
knows
all-
that CNA and that wants to make sure she's safe.
Right. So I've got this pressed out. Looks quite nice, to be honest. Really like this pattern. I like the prints. I could do a lot with these. So move my iron out of the way so I don't get myself all boogered up. And then the pattern, let me see which order it's calling for. Okay, using border 1, a fabric 2 with a strap, blah, blah, blah. The thin border's going on first, wide border going on second. So let me see. Okay. So I don't pre-cut mine. I roll it down and just go straight down, cut it off at the end. How do you do your borders?
I cut, so I do mine, I give the little extra, I fold it in the middle and match the middles together and then go out to make sure that there's no waviness in them.
Right. I just stick mine down and I'll pin it. And then I'll cut it off. How does everybody else do theirs? Hi, ladies. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here. Hello, Nellie.
Hey, Nellie.
She's a sweetheart. She was at one of the retreats that not one of, she was at my retreat I went to. And I think she had a blast. She's my New York girl. How you doing, Nellie?
She actually showed up in my live last week.
Did she?
Yeah.
She's a good lady. Very good lady. Yeah, she was trying to tell me I was selling my projects too fast. She goes, what? Zoomy, zoom, zoom, zoom. Anybody that knows me knows I work them not fast, but
You work all day long trying to
Yeah, I
We can
I
show
just-
our projects.
yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm getting them in. And then I have it pinned in, and then I always leave a little bit. You're welcome, sweetheart. And I always leave a little extra tail in case I need it. So border one on this side is going in, babes. And it's been pins.
You're welcome, Nellie.
She's a sweetie. I think she about froze at the retreat. Poor kid couldn't get warm. She drove all the way down to the retreat from, I want to say, Upper New York by herself. Yeah. So let's see. We've got retreats covered today. Who's making stuff for Christmas?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the next question of the day. Who's got the Christmas mojo on?
I do.
Absolute, absolute. I love Christmas.
I'm still partly loving.
Do what?
I can say I partly love Christmas, but sometimes I wish for one person to be there.
Oh, absolute. I
I
wish
like-
my parents were still here to enjoy Christmas. That was always their favorite. Had a good time. Thank you, Donna. It was fun. Are you going back next year, Nellie? I lost the bobbin race.
Oh no.
Died 5.5 inches from the end.
Oh no.
Bobbin chicken, and I lost.
I keep picking up the wrong thing.
What are you doing? What do you mean?
I have a magnetic thing to put to pick up pets. So I went ahead, not paying attention, and picked this one up because it was closer to me, thinking that was the magnetic pinhole touch. And then I go to pick up the magnetic thing to think I was going to cut it.
Got ya. Hey, Nellie, we're gonna be doing, right. Nellie, we're gonna do that lion quilt if you're still interested in doing that. If
Yes.
God gives me that, gives me the strong. I understand, baby. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. I know you've been through a lot.
I don't know what just happened, guys. I do apologize. I'm gonna let you guys go and see what's going on. Have a wonderful day. We will see you next time. And I hope you enjoyed this video.